What's up, you guys? This is Rob from Gay Guy Plays, and today on The Daily Grind, I'm going to give you guys the quick and dirty rundown of how to take down the Exploiter Orb. Now, if I'm going to be honest with you, this is a little bit of a redemption episode, because in the previous video, I kind of stumbled into deck 12 and pushed a button that I did not know was going to initiate the fight, and then boom! I had a big old spider lady to deal with. So now we are back in action and we're ready to take her down. Now, as you can see on the screen, I have marked on the map where the cave is located. So just go ahead and follow those down, and there's a staging area for your group to get together. Once the whole group is there, you will load into deck 12. As you move down into deck 12, you'll actually notice that it looks a lot like Fortuna. Now, on the upper left side, you'll find a place to put in some of that diluted thermia. So you put in one diluted thermia canister that you've gotten from the fractures. Now, if you guys don't know what the fractures are, it's this world event that happens in the Orb Valis, and apparently it'll happen more often in the future. So just in case you guys miss it now, you'll be able to do it again in the future. So once that happens, big crazy spider lady spawns, speaking in old English like she's some sort of orphanage mother lady. And what you need to do is she'll come down from the elevator, and there will be two different footholds that she'll be kind of like standing on as she's shooting you. Go ahead and shoot out those two footholds, and she'll come crashing down. Of course, she's going to be a little bit bitter, so what you need to do is you need to slide underneath her. This sounds really inappropriate. And shoot her vent. It's kind of located like on the bottom behind her, so shoot her bottom behind until it explodes. Inappropriate. But regardless, she freaks out and she's like, no, get the hell away from me. She freezes the rest of her vents so that you can't shoot them, and she starts doing all of these ice attacks, and she runs to the other side of the deck. At the other side of the deck, she'll start spawning little baby spiders. Not really of any means, she'll just spawn them to be irritating to you. And then Zood finally gets off her ass and she's like, oh, you gave me thermia. Let's get that distilled so that you can use it on her. So what you'll find is down on the bottom level is that some of the areas, kind of like where the stores are, they'll actually produce little canisters of thermite. So you'll find them on the ground, they're yellowish, and what you need to do is pick them up, and you need to go up to the spider and look at the kind of frozen section in the back where her vents are. You're going to need to go ahead and throw them. It's really cool because it actually has a little arc that will show you exactly where it's going to land. So as you throw it, you need to shoot the canisters so that they explode and they defrost her vents. So make sure you shoot the canisters, because I did it a bunch of times and I didn't know you were supposed to shoot it. But regardless, do that once or twice and you'll actually go ahead and defrost the vents. Now, to be honest with you, sometimes it looked like it took more than one time. Sometimes it only took one time. It was really random for me. Who knows? It could be a bug. Regardless, once you've defrosted a vent, you can go ahead and shoot the vent and it'll cause the vent to explode. You'll need to do that 2 more times. So 3 vents in total in that bottom area. After that's done, she's like, no, y'all are bitches, and she jumps to a higher area, and you're gonna need to take down one last vent. Now, keep in mind that on the upper areas, there is actually other canister dispensaries, so you'll find more thermite being spawned there as well, so you don't need to jump down every single time. So just find one of those areas, grab it, throw some thermite at that last vent, defrost it, shoot some more, boom. She's like really freaked out. She's like, y'all are bitches, I'm getting out of here, and she spawns some more of her little orphan baby spider kids. You'll actually see some coolant spiders that will now spawn along with the little spider mites down at the bottom. Doesn't really matter. She's just gonna go ahead and kind of, you know, talk a little bit more before she scurries on up the elevator, and she jumps on out and she's like, I'm a crush Fortuna with my big spider belly. Regardless, after that whole like cinematic scene is done, you can go ahead and get out of deck 12 and go back up the way you came. Once you're done there, you will be in this kind of like outside area, and you'll see, you know, this big spider exploiter orb lady is there, and she ain't so happy. Now, what you'll actually find is down at the bottom, there's a little bit of a coolant bar. And she wants her little baby spiders to come moisturize me, darlings. If you guys know that reference, then I like you. I like you a whole lot. What you guys need to do is you need to stop the coolant spiders from going on over to her, because what you're trying to do at this point in time is overheat her. So kill the coolant spiders, and what'll happen is they'll drop a canister. After a while, she's gonna get really pissy and really angry, and she's gonna start creating all of those thermia fissures. So once those fissures spawn, take a canister, run up to one of the fissures, put it in the fissure. Now here's the thing. It will actually fill up instantly. So be sure to turn your ass back around and pick up the canister, okay? Because I've seen a lot of people that, you know, put the canister in there and then they walk away, and then you have these weird canisters on the ground that like nobody's used. So make sure you pick up the thermia canister, throw it at her, give it a shooting. Now I'm gonna be honest with you, I don't know if you actually have to shoot it, but I'm shooting it because I feel like I need to shoot it. But they do seem to explode on contact too. Listen, just shoot it because it makes me feel right, okay? That's what I did. And what'll happen is it'll make that coolant bar increase so that it slowly overheats and creates a little hot rainbow, a little rainbow of heating. So after that happens, the spider will like put out this kind of like weird fire wall-y shieldy thing. And then you need to get one of your teammates. It's usually the person who needs like the most attention, you know, like nobody at home is giving them the hugs and kisses that they need. And you run up to the spider and it'll play this little kind of like FMV, this little animation where that person will rip out a hunk of the spider. So what happens from that point is you'll actually kind of respawn in the area, and you need to find that glowing spot, shoot the glowing spot, and it's basically rinse and repeat from that point on. More of the coolant spiders are going to come around to try to keep her cool. You need to kill all the coolant spiders, get the canisters, go ahead and fill the canisters up in the little thermia fissures, go ahead and throw those filled up canisters at her so she overheats again. She's going to do that 2 more times. The very, very last time, the person who has no attention at home is gonna run up to them, rip off the center eye part, you shoot the center eye part, and she's like, no, my babies did not moisturize me. And then she dies, and you need to go and pick up all of the good bits that are laying around. There's a chance to get Hildren parts, you get the new, whatever that thing is, that big floaty gemmy thing is that you can turn in for standing. You can go ahead and get one of those. There's also the new ephemera that gives the shocking footsteps, so I'm hoping to get my hands on that, but that's pretty much the fight. All in all, it's more entertaining than it is challenging, if I'm gonna be completely honest with you, and I'm kind of bummed because I could have sworn that they had said in the patch notes that this was gonna be a challenge for players who like aren't equipped or something like that, or they need to pull their lives together. Whatever, it's fun, not really a challenge, but at least it's entertainment between night waves, right? So that about does it for me for now. Hopefully that filled you guys in for all of the things you need. Also, if anybody is running an Amisha at the very, very end of the mission, you can go ahead and toss down all the healing globe things. You can toss down your own little defense thing, the little swarmy defense swarm. You won't die. Just saying. You'll be fine. Don't worry. Everybody says that you don't die. You could just defend yourself and then fly off into the horizons with all of your goodies. So that about does it for me for now. I hope this helped you. If there's anything I missed, go ahead and toss that in the comments below and I'll pin something if it makes sense. And as always, love somebody, hurt nobody, and touch your body. I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye. Crush that spider hole!